Good evening. Let me join and add my welcome. I'm Marilyn Brown, President and CEO of the Coalition for the Homeless. It is my privilege to be here with you tonight on this very special night as we honor those who have lost their lives living on the street in 2012. As I've celebrated the holidays and began to get holiday cards and listen to the music, it's been particularly significant in my mind this year when I've heard songs about being home for the holidays. My wish is that at some point we won't need to be here because we'll all be in our own homes for the holidays. In order to do that, it takes a lot of people doing a lot of work. Those of you who are experiencing homelessness at this point and working very hard with many of the service providers as you're working on your various, working through your programs so that you can find a home for the holidays. Unfortunately, in 2012, we lost one of the champions that was working on helping those of you find a home for the holidays. And we want to honor and remember that person tonight as we also remember those who lost their lives on the streets. So let me introduce Tom Lord with the Housing Corporation, the Houston Housing Corporation, who will tell us a little bit about and help us remember the fine gentleman, Earl Hatcher.
Thank you. Earl Hatcher was not homeless, but he did more for homeless persons than anybody ever in this city. He embodied the cause that all of us now carry on. He was the founding executive director of Search. Think how many of you have profited from the services of Search. He and I worked together for 14 years to bring to bear housing for the homeless. And I'm proud to say in his memory that on Wednesday of this coming week, we will purchase Magnolia Glen, a project we worked on 5 years, which will provide 179 new apartments for homeless people.
Yeah. Okay.
When I talked about Earl in February when he left us, I said he was a voice for the voiceless, a friend of the friendless, an enabler of the disabled, a tribune, as in Rome, championing the people and speaking truth to power. That was Earl Hatcher. We're happy to have tonight Earl's wife, his widow, who actually, of course, knew him best. I knew him second best. And I know that he shared with her everything that he and I worked on. And she would like now to tell you her thoughts about the great Earl Hatcher.
I truly was surprised at how many people recognized his name. I'm so glad that he's still known and his work goes on. I think he's touched everybody in the homeless community since the late 1980s. He had a family. Came up from a family that he loved a lot, but there were some really lean times for the Hatchers, and consequently I forged in him a compassion for and a passion to help the needy. And boy, if he thought something needed to be done, he was relentless. He was a big, tall guy with gray hair and a beard, Texan to the core, usually driving a Ford pickup truck, never met a stranger, easy to laugh, could go in and out of any situation and not be cowed, not be overly impressed. He was just going to do what needed to be done. I think, and this, I don't have statistics for it, but I believe he, along with all these people he's been associated with, is responsible for housing more people in Houston than anyone else. And I'm so glad that he's remembered by so many. For the younger folks, I'm glad that you will be able to benefit from the work that he has done. And I know that he would be real proud, very proud, to be commemorated tonight. So as we begin to remember all of the people that died in the Houston area this year, let us start by remembering Earl Wayne Hatcher. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. And now we remember.
Bertoldo Alcaraz, Terry Hughes, John Hoyt, Ann Richardson, Obispo Zunun Barreno,
Emil Washington, Dwayne Samuels, Wilfred Vogel, Harold Robertson, Martir Madrano,
Ray Roston, Marion Moe, James Calhoun, Domingo Aljanel, Francisco Taboro,
David Farrell, Gregory Cross, Nicholas Simon, Richard Ibanez, Juan Contreras,
Ramon Montesinos, Larry Ogden, Morris Byers, Douglas Tolbert, Charlotte Conway,
and let us remember James Toscano, Raul Mendoza, Claude Haney, Anthony Cesares, and Zachary Brooks.
Royce Turner,